All right. Shalom, shalom. This the brother Rayat Bakah from the branch of the Cleveland Church of the Great Millstone. Come back at you with this truth. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise, all honor, and all infinite worship and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Baha'akadash. Double honors to the elders and the elder apostles, elder bishop of the great millstone. Peace, love, blessings, and many salutations to the Lord's elect, to the Akim that scattered abroad the foot of the earth, that preach this truth with all truth and with all sincerity, always with charity, man. And this just back to the basics, man. Another basic, simple, straight to the point lesson, man. Because even though it's a great awakening, work still has to be done, and you never want to go too deep because it's still members of the elect that need to be uh, 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 I don't want to say woke up, but that's kind of what it is. Well, actually, it is them dry bones, man, coming back to their heritage, coming back to their nationality, man. Breaking down and pulling down the strongholds, man, because it's a great shift of power is happening, man. So all the all the trials and tribulations that you're going through and being part of the elect, it'll all be worth it in the end, man. Romans 8:18, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna get a little bit of edification. Lord willing is edifying, man. So this is the compact Bible dictionary for the word Ham. And it says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the eight persons to live through the flood. Because Noah had three sons, and all four of them had wives. They're the only ones that lived through the flood when you get into the scriptures, man. So that's why I said eight persons that lived through the flood. Noah, that's one person. His three sons, that's four people, and they all had wives. That's eight people. But it says he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. Like they tell you in church, they tell you that we Hamites and we descend from Ham. No, we descend from Shem, man. Shem, we Shemitic people, man. But it says not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, the Canaanites, and you can go to the book of Genesis, the 10th chapter, 6 through 20, man. And it gives you a little bit of history, man, because it's a difference, man. So if we're not Africans, why do they keep saying that we're from Africa? Because it's some history that our people don't know. How we got chased uh, 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 from our homeland by the Romans, man, in 70 AD. But this is a book. It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, man. It's probably about a $20 book, but it got great information in it, man. This is page 84. It says, it says in the year 65 BC, excuse me, it says in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. Now this is history, man. This is known history about how when the Romans came to seize Jerusalem, where we was from, man, it says in 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governance of Palestine, many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Black Jewish slaves, y'all, because these people know exactly who we are and who they have, man. But why would our people flee to the mountains or flee to Africa? Because all this is Bible prophecy, man. Let me get this straight out the Bible, man. Straight out of the Lord and said his mouth himself, man. This the book, yeah, this the book of Luke, chapter 21, and bear with me. This the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation is nigh. The desolation that make abomination, man. When they came in, yeah, and forced us out of our homeland, man. Took it over. That's why the scriptures say, Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And that's what we're coming into, man. That that time when the reign of the other nations being over us is coming in, man. We already went through them for for beast in the book of Daniel, man. Now we it's that tired. Now we're in that eighth head or that other little horn, man. Rome 2.0. But it says this is Luke 21 and 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. What mountains, man? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Cape. I got it written down in my notes somewhere, but it's talking about Africa, man. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. To the mountains, man. Our people went all ways. Some people stayed in Jerusalem and got conquered there and went straight into slavery, man. Predominantly, it was the three tribes: Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. But then you still had sprinkles of the other tribes too, because the, uh, the 10 tribes went into captivity under the Assyrians in the Assyrian Empire, man. All you gotta do is a little bit of research and a little bit of history, man. But we are not Africans. It's, it's so much proof, man. So much history, man. Real life Africans, it's a different script. Matter of fact, what's that? No, it's a name to me. It kind of be it. Not a be it. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Most High doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. It's a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, man. It's a whole other bloodline, man. Because the Egyptians, Mizraim, the Cushites, they come, yeah, out of the land of Ham. And we come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We is Shemitic, they Hamitic, man. Simple and plain, man. It's some more history I can get, but I thought I had the book that I needed, but it must be in the car. I was going to edit off of some out of the missing link, Negro Part 4. I gotta wait till my ear get back. So, Lord willing, I'll be able to dive into a little bit of that book and bring out some precepts. So, with that, I can give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Bahashai, Bahashem, Bahakadash, give honor to the elders, precepts, and blessings for those elect, man. Shalom. Bye, bye, bye.